Leadership takes many forms. At its core, leadership is about guiding a group towards a common goal. This is true in business, in communities, and even in families. Strategic leadership, however, is a specialized form of leadership. It requires not just setting a direction, but also understanding the bigger picture. Strategic leaders are like skilled navigators. They chart a course for their organization. This course is based on a deep understanding of their goals and the environment around them. They don't just react to the present, they anticipate the future. Their vision is long-term, they're always thinking several steps ahead. Strategic leadership is vital for organizational success. In today's rapidly changing world, businesses face constant challenges. Only those with strong strategic leaders at the helm can navigate these challenges effectively. They are the ones who steer their organizations towards sustainable growth and lasting impact. Strategic leadership is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It demands flexibility and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. This is why strategic leaders are constantly learning, evolving, and refining their approach to lead their organizations to success. The business world is in constant motion. New technologies emerge, markets fluctuate, global events send ripples across industries. For leaders, the ability to adapt is not just valuable, it's essential for survival. Strategic leaders understand that change is inevitable. They embrace it as an opportunity for growth and innovation. This mindset sets them apart from those who resist change or cling to outdated methods. Proactive adaptation is key. Strategic leaders don't wait for crises to force their hand. They constantly monitor the horizon, scanning for potential disruptions and opportunities. They develop contingency plans. They are prepared to adjust their strategies when needed. This agility allows them to turn challenges into advantages. By anticipating and adapting to change, strategic leaders position their organizations to thrive in even the most dynamic and uncertain environments. Effective leadership requires a keen understanding of context. Strategic leaders are like skilled chess players. They don't just focus on their next move, they consider the entire board. They understand how each piece interacts with the others. This means paying attention to both internal and external environments. Internally, leaders need to understand their organization's strengths and weaknesses. What resources do they have? What are their core competencies? Externally, they need to be aware of market trends, competitor actions, and the broader economic and political landscape. By analyzing these factors, strategic leaders gain a holistic view of their situation. This allows them to make informed decisions that align with their overall goals. They are able to identify threats and opportunities that others might miss. This comprehensive understanding is what sets them apart. Experience is a powerful teacher, but only for those who are willing to learn from it. Strategic leaders understand that reflection is not a luxury, it's a necessity. They regularly take time to analyze their past decisions and actions, both successes and failures. This process of self-reflection is crucial for growth. It allows leaders to identify patterns in their behavior. They can see what works well and what needs improvement. This self-awareness helps them make better decisions in the future. Experiential learning goes hand in hand with reflection. Strategic leaders actively seek out new experiences and challenges. They're not afraid to step outside their comfort zones. They know that these experiences, even uncomfortable ones, provide valuable lessons that can be applied in the future. Section 5. Styles of leadership, from transformation to systemic thinking. Leadership is not a monolithic concept. There are various styles, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Strategic leaders often draw upon a combination of styles, adapting their approach to fit the situation. Transformational leadership is one prominent style. This approach focuses on inspiring and motivating followers to achieve a shared vision. Transformational leaders are charismatic and passionate. They challenge the status quo and encourage innovation. They create a culture of trust and collaboration. Systemic leadership, on the other hand, emphasizes the interconnectedness of systems. Systemic leaders recognize that organizations are complex entities with multiple interacting paths. They focus on understanding these relationships and leveraging them to achieve organizational goals. Section 6. The leader within: self-awareness and resilience as foundational pillars. Leadership starts from within. Before leading others, strategic leaders must first learn to lead themselves. This requires a high degree of self-awareness. They understand their own strengths and weaknesses. They recognize their biases and how they might impact their decisions. Resilience is another essential quality. Strategic leaders face numerous challenges and setbacks. They need to be able to bounce back from adversity, learn from their mistakes, and maintain their composure under pressure. Emotional intelligence plays a key role in both self-awareness and resilience. Strategic leaders are adept at reading and managing their own emotions as well as the emotions of others. This allows them to build strong relationships, navigate conflict effectively, and create a positive and productive work environment. Section 7. Building a team, shaping a culture, the impact of supervisory leadership. Strategic leadership is not just about the individual at the top, it's about empowering others to succeed. Supervisory leaders, those who manage teams directly, play a vital role in translating the organization's strategic vision into tangible actions. Effective supervisory leaders are skilled at building and motivating teams. They create a culture of trust and respect where everyone feels valued and heard. They delegate effectively, providing their team members with the autonomy and support they need to excel. They also play a crucial role in shaping the organization's culture. By embodying the values and behaviors that the organization aspires to, supervisory leaders create a positive and productive work environment that attracts and retains top talent. Section 8. Aligning the pieces, resources, mission, and values for strategic success. Strategic leadership is about more than just setting a direction. It's about ensuring that the organization is equipped to reach its destination. This requires careful alignment of resources, mission, and values. Resources are the tangible and intangible assets that an organization has at its disposal. This includes financial capital, technology, infrastructure, and human capital. Strategic leaders need to allocate these resources effectively to support the organization's goals. The organization's mission is its reason for existing. It defines its purpose and what it aims to achieve. Values are the guiding principles that shape the organization's culture and decision-making. Strategic leaders ensure that all three elements, resources, mission, and values, are aligned and working in harmony. Section 9. Control and critical thought tools for strategic decision-making. Strategic leaders are often faced with difficult decisions, each with its own set of risks and rewards. The ability to think critically and maintain control over the decision-making process is essential. Critical thinking involves objectively analyzing information, identifying biases, and considering multiple perspectives. Strategic leaders don't jump to conclusions. They gather all the necessary data, weigh the pros and cons of different options, and make informed decisions that are in the best interest of the organization. Control in this context does not mean micromanaging. It's about establishing clear processes, setting boundaries, and empowering others to make decisions within their areas of expertise. Strategic leaders create a framework for decision-making that balances autonomy with accountability. Section 10. The enduring legacy. How strategic leadership shapes organizational destiny. Strategic leadership is not a temporary fix, it's an ongoing process that shapes the very fabric of an organization. The impact of effective strategic leadership extends far beyond short-term gains. It creates a lasting legacy of success, innovation, and adaptability. Organizations with strong strategic leaders are better equipped to navigate the complexities of the modern business world. They are more agile, more innovative, and more resilient in the face of change. They are also more likely to attract and retain top talent, as employees are drawn to organizations with a clear vision and a strong sense of purpose. Ultimately, strategic leadership is about creating a sustainable future for the organization. By fostering a culture of learning, adaptability, and purpose-driven action, strategic leaders leave an enduring legacy that benefits generations to come.